Welcome back to Lit Mode. This is the part 2 of Brahmastra series. Brahmastra has been launched and it will definitely boost your score by 5-10 marks on the D day, which is 6th of March. So I'm promising you, and it's not like other videos you find on YouTube. This is something different, and I can promise you that you will find a difference on the 6th of March. So watch this video and enhance your knowledge. Before moving to the first question, I want to thank all of you who are watching this video. I asked for 100 likes in last video, but you gave around 300 likes. So thanks to all of you. The video was well received, and whatever effort I put in that particular video, you appreciated that. So thanks to all of you from bottom of my heart. And now again a request, let's target 500 likes for this video, because last video was seen by around 2.5k people, 2000 plus people, but only 300 likes were there. So in this video we are targeting 500 likes. So if you watch this video, if you like this video, then do hit the like button. That's free of cost. And if you are still not sure that where you are going or what you are doing, so let me tell you a small story. I will not take more than 30 seconds. Today a guy called us from Andhra Pradesh, I think Andhra Pradesh or Telangana. He has subscribed to us for NABARD grade A descriptive course. He scored 87 marks in the descriptive paper. Still in the final list he is not present. He was from general category and he missed the final cutoff by 0.25 marks. And he has also appeared for SEBI grade A phase 2. So he called today and was asking that I was in depression, I couldn't prepare for GK, can Litmode help him in any way? So we told him, just motivated a bit, and we provided him the course, and he is now preparing for GK. And he is damn sure, after going through November and December PDFs, he told that each month PDF is taking not more than 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours. So he's saying that he will cover 5 month GK in 1 to 2 days. So if you have less time, go for our course, boost your score by optimum level and target the exam positively. Let's move to question number 1. The Nikkei 2025 or the Nikkei stock average, most commonly called the Nikkei or the Nikkei index, is a stock market index for the DAS stock exchange. So the options are in front of you, and the correct answer is yes, it's option C, Tokyo. And this was discussed earlier also. So this is very important question, and China has exactly two stock exchanges, Shanghai and Shenzhen. One is Hong Kong also, but Hong Kong is a separate territory of China. Let's move to question number 2. Name the central bank and financial regulatory authority of Singapore. The options are in front of you, and this question becomes important because of the Future and Amazon Reliance deal. Whatever is going on between them, Singapore has an international court for such kind of issues. Now the correct answer is Monetary Authority of Singapore. Option B is correct. You can see here, it's the Central and Financial Regulatory Authority of Singapore. It administers the various statutes pertaining to money, banking, insurance, securities, and the financial sector in general, as well as currency insurance. So basically, it's related to financial sector. Let's move to question number 3. What's an automated process done purely through electronic transfers with no manual intervention involved? The options are in front of you. STP, RFID, NFC, NFS, none. So the correct answer is option A. It's STP. STP is straight through processing. It's a mechanism that automates the end-to-end processing of transactions of the financial instruments. Okay, so that was STP for you. Question number 4. India to overtake EU as world's largest energy consumer by 2030. India Energy Outlook 2021 of IEA, which is headquartered in Vienna, the capital of Austria. Now the correct answer of this is option C, third. Now India is currently at 4th position. Which countries are at top? The first is China, second is USA, third is EU. If we don't say EU as a country, then country wise India is at third. Let's move to question number 5. In this question I want to again repeat some things, like till 2022 the target of India's renewable energy is 175 gigawatt. Till 2030 the target of India's renewable energy is 450 gigawatt. Who says all these things? RK Singh, the Minister of Power. He is the MP from Ara, Bihar. So this much knowledge you should know about this, and you can expect some questions from there. Question number 5. Narendra Modi ji laid the foundation stone of lighthouse projects LHPs at 6 sites across DAS states in the country on January 1st, 2021. So the options are in front of you, and the correct answer is option E, 6. So 6 projects: UP, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Jharkhand, Tripura. Now they can also give you options, and they will put Bihar in that. So you have to put the wrong option above. Okay. So remember UP, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Jharkhand, Tripura. Okay. Let's move to next question. The Struggle is My Life, an autobiography of. The options are Stalin, Gandhi, Luther King, Nelson Mandela. So the correct answer is obviously the man from Africa, Nelson Mandela. Option D is the correct answer. Question number 7. I'm moving a little bit fast because I know you have less time left and I want to cover, we are going to cover at least 60 questions today. So I will try to cover all these questions in 30 to 40 minutes. I will not put a video of 3-4 hours and will push something junk or rubbish for all of you. So I believe in quality, let us leverage your time. Question number 7. Nirmala Sitharaman has proposed to lower the threshold for NBFCs to initiate recovery proceedings against loan defaulters under the SARFAESI Act 2002. In her budget speech, the FM proposed to lower the threshold of loan defaults to dash lakhs compared to 50 lakh earlier. So the options are in front of you and the correct answer is 20 lakh. So basically she has lowered the threshold of loan defaults to 20 lakh compared to 50 lakh earlier. This is to improve the credit discipline while continuing to protect the interest of small borrowers. Okay, and the NBFCs with minimum asset size of 100 crore, the minimum loan size eligible for debt recovery under the SARFAESI Act. So it's a good move in order to save the small industry and MSMEs. Let's move to question number 8. In a bid to boost the penetration of health insurance policies in the country, insurance regulator IRDAI has suggested insurers provide a new policy named DAS effective of 1st April 2021. So the correct answer is in front of you, option B, Masak Rakshak. So Masak Rakshak is the correct answer, and you can also see this is the treatment cost of these diseases: dengue, malaria, chikungunya. So if in exam the insurance policy name comes for a disease like dengue, malaria, chikungunya, you have to put Masak Rakshak as the correct answer. The tenure of the policy will be 12 months and can be renewed by paying the premium after the end of 12 months. Okay, and the minimum entry is 18 years. So 12-month period, minimum age 18 years, and eligible for which disease? Dengue, malaria, chikungunya. And when this will be eligible, if your cost is between 10,000 to 2 lakh at the hospital. Question number 9. This is important because in IBPS PO, one question was asked from here. Question number 9. What is a specialized financial institution that buy the NPAs or bad assets from banks and financial institutions so that the latter can clean up their balance sheets? So that's basically putting all the junk from all the banks, basically NPS, and put in a single institution so that this will be said good. Okay, so that's a way. And options are AMC, ARC, Bad Bank, QC. The correct answer is option B, ARC. So this is asset reconstruction company, ARC. Okay, and this is asset management company. So ARC will reconstruct. So who will be the who will handle the responsibility of cleaning up the balance sheet? It's not AMC, it's ARC. So the latter one. Okay. Let's move to question number 10. Total number of banking ombudsman officers in India. Options are 12, 15, 18, 22. The correct answer is option D. 22 is the correct answer. So it's a quasi-judicial authority which is formed with an intent to resolve the complaints of the customers of the bank. It's under the section 35A of the Banking Regulation Act 1949. Okay, so remember this act and this section as well. It came into effect in 1995 and this is in operation, and rest of the thing you can see from here also, that commercial bank and RRBs and cooperative banks are there, and RBI has also extended the concept of banking ombudsman to NFCs as well. So you can see here it's eligible for all commercial bank, regional rural bank, cooperative and NBFCs. Question number 11. The Reserve Bank of India was nationalized in which year? So correct answer is, that's an easy one, 1949. Okay, option D is the correct answer. You can see here. Let's move to question number 12. The world of football suffered an incomprehensible loss with the recent death of midfielder Diego Maradona. He was from. So the correct answer is again an easy one, Argentina. It's a country in South America. Who's the footballer? Wayne Rooney. He's from England and retired recently. And Maradona did the hand of goal against England. So you have to remember these 2-3 facts. Question number 13. DAS is a non-banking financial company doing the business of lending and borrowing with its members or shareholders. Options are in front of you. And the correct answer is Nidhi Company. So option A is the correct answer. A Nidhi Company is a non-banking financial company doing the business of lending and borrowing with its members or shareholders. It is notified as a Nidhi Company by the government under section 620A of Companies Act 1956. Okay, so you have to remember this section and act. This is not that important, but if you can remember, then do remember. And this is the Nidhi Company. Let's move to the next question. Question number 14. India likely to grow by dash next year. Fiscal position weak. Moody's. So what's the stand of Moody's? Moody's has told that India will grow by 13.7%. So option C is the correct answer. And it will register a strong rebound from a 7% contraction this year. So Moody's has told that the 7% will the contraction for fiscal year 2020-2021. RBI has said 7.5%, minus 7.5%, Moody minus 7, and the growth expected by Moody's is 13.7%. And this will be the situation. Question number 15. RBI so far this fiscal has purchased over dash trillion of central and state government bonds from the secondary markets to provide liquidity to the system. And the options are 1, 2, 3, 1.5. The correct answer is option C, 3. So 3 lakh crore. Yes, 3 lakh crore rupees of state and government, central government bonds has been bought by RBI from the secondary market to provide liquidity to the system. Question number 16. Federal Bank has announced the launch of Federal 247, an end-to-end digital platform that will help in opening and managing saving bank accounts without having to visit the branch. Where is the headquarters of Federal Bank? There are 5 options in front of you. So the correct answer is option A, Aluva, Kerala. Okay. Now ESF headquarters is also in Kerala, Thrissur. So Aluva, Federal Bank, ESF, Thrissur. Which bank launches Namma Chennai Smart Card? So very easy one. Option C, ICICI. So they have launched Namma Chennai Smart Card. Recently, Mr. Narendra Modi also launched many projects in Chennai. One of them was Metro project. Basically, that was inaugurated by Mr. Modi. Question number 18. Which bank joins JP Morgan's blockchain-based payment network? So options are in front of you. Bob, SBI, PNB, Axis. Correct answer is option B, State Bank of India. So State Bank of India and JP Morgan has tied up to work on blockchain-based payment network. Question number 19. As the process to set up a new national asset reconstruction company gathers steam, which bank has begun the process to exit Asset Reconstruction Company India, also known as ARCIL? And the correct answer is option B, PNB. So Punjab National Bank has decided to exit the ARCIL. Question number 20. DBS Lakshmi Vinas acquisition was the first time the Reserve Bank of India turned to a foreign lender to bail out a local bank. Where is the headquarters of DBS Bank? Options are in front of you, and correct answer is option A, Singapore. So DBS, the brand ambassador was Sachin Tendulkar, and recently Unacademy also signed up Sachin Tendulkar for the brand ambassador position. DCB and DBS are different banks. DBS is different, DCB is different. Question number 21. RBI puts rest 1000 withdrawal cap on Deccan Urban Cooperative Bank. Where is the headquarters of Deccan Urban Cooperative Bank? So by name, you can answer the correct thing, and it's in Bengaluru. Option A is the correct answer. In 2019, the government had given the controlling stake in IDBI Bank to insurance behemoth LIC. In 2020, 10 public sector banks were consolidated into 6 big-sized banks last fiscal. The number of public sector banks in India now stands to dash, reduced from 27 in 2017. And the correct answer is option C, 12. So 12 is the correct answer. We have this much PSBs currently in India. Now in the union budget, 2 banks will again privatized. So what will be left? 10. But now you have to tick 12. When you will give the exam after 1 year, you will tick 10. So by now, keep 12 in the mind. Question number 23. Which bank continued to witness the highest failure rate for UPI transaction among India's top 30 UPI remitter banks due to technical reasons in January? So the correct answer is option C, Union Bank of India. So in future, all the banks are going to be technology company, and that's why you are seeing things like AI, ML, blockchain, data science in the industry. But still, we have banks which are failing in basic things like UPI. The UPI is a three-phase payment interface developed by NPCI, and it's just like a plug-and-play thing. Small startups have integrated UPI in their app. So that's a very shameful thing for that particular bank. But you have to remember the name, Union Bank of India. And HDFC has also been banned due to the server crunch, and RBI has banned them to issue new credit card and all those things. Question number 24. Which bank has entered into a strategic partnership with fintech company Vyana Network to offer channel financial services for MSMEs? Vyana is India's largest supply chain financing platform offering financial support to MSMEs. So the correct answer is option C, Bank of Maharashtra. So Bank of Maharashtra has tied up with Vyana Network for what? MSMEs. Question number 25. MDR is the fee that a merchant pays to a bank for facilitating a digital transaction. It is currently capped at 0.9% of the transaction value of payment channel other than credit cards, for which the MDR is market determined. What's D in MDR? So the correct answer is option D, discount. It's merchant discount rate, MDR. Recently, Paytm has cancelled out the MDR. So that's also was in the last part. So Paytm has cancelled out the MDR. That's also a news. Let's move to question number 26. RIL deal. Amazon urges NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal, not to allow future group shareholders to meet. What's T in the full form of NCLT? So I have already told the full form. So the full form is National Company Law Tribunal. You can see the full form here also. NCLT is established as per Section 410 of Companies Act 2013. NCLT is a body having original jurisdiction. It's a body having appellate jurisdiction. Cases can come to NCLT directly. And on October 25, 2020, SIAC Singapore passed an interim award in favor of Amazon that barred future retail from taking any step to dispose of an encumber its asset or issuing anything to secure any funding from a restricted party. Who is the CEO of Amazon now? Andy Jassy. And who is Andy Jassy? He was the brainstormer behind Amazon Web Services. So whatever mobile you are using, whatever server we are using, all those server around 80 to 90% share is with AWS. So let's move to question number 27. India recorded $1,422 million FDI inflow. In short, we can say $1.42 billion in 2019-20 Grant Thornton report. So you can take the correct answer. Which country provided $1.4 billion of FDI to India? And the correct answer is UK. So UK gave $1.242 billion of FDI to India. Question number 28. Recently, who permitted resident individuals to make remittances under the Liberalized Remittances Scheme LRS to International Financial Services Center IFSCs in the country? Now, two full form from here, you know, LRS and IFSC. Now, you have to comment the right answer. What's that? Comment in the option, comment in the comment box. Option B, RBI is the correct answer. So, RBI has been permitted to make remittances under LRS to this. So, RBI has basically allowed, okay, RBI is the final body to allow others to do this, basically analyze. Question number 29. Indian Bank today announced the successful go live of the consolidated CBS platform. This follows the merger of Allahabad Bank into Indian Bank that was implemented with effect from April 1, 2020. Name mobile banking app of Indian Bank. So the correct answer is option C, Ind Oasis. So Ind Oasis, you can remember Ind for Indian Bank, and Oasis is a small place in the desert where you can find the water. So this is the news, and Allahabad and Indian Bank was merged, so that you can remember. What's the CBS? Full form of CBS is Core Banking Solution. So whatever software you use in bank, Finacle and etc., that's part of Core Banking Solution. Question number 30. RBI sets up a panel to suggest measures for promoting digital lending. Name the committee head. So options are in front of you, and the correct answer is option D, Jayant Kumar Das. He is heading the Digital Lending Committee. NK Singh, Finance Committee, and KV Kamath, Loan Restructuring Committee. So Rohini Committee on the OBC Reservation Committee. So this committee you should know. Narsimhan Committee, NABARD NHB Disbursement Committee. Question number 31. India now has on board its first ever seaplane services in which state? MP, UP, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat. So see, very innovative thing will happen only in one state, that's Gujarat. So India now has on board its first ever seaplane service in Gujarat, aimed at revolutionizing the country's regional connectivity. And it's there in Sabarmati riverfront, and Statue of Unity is in which district? Kevadia district, by Mr. Narendra Modi. Alazena Otora is the third time president of Ivory Coast. NSTC, National Skill Development Corporation, has done the tie-up with Microsoft and British ASEAN Trust for Skill India Impact Bond. NSTC also collaborated with Dell Technology. So basically they have collaborated with Dell, Microsoft and British ASEAN Trust. Now this much knowledge you acquire from this particular impact snippet. This is from our course. That's why we call it leverage your time, because in less time you get more knowledge. And at other platform, what you will see, this bus news will be given in 3 pages. So that's mere waste of time. Question number 32. Pandemonium, the great Indian banking tragedy hardcover is authored by whom? The options are in front of you. And the correct answer is, let me give you a hint. He is a full-time editorial writer in Business Standard. The correct answer is Tamal Bandyopadhyay. Option C is the correct answer. Mansar Lake, Jammu Kashmir, Agatti Island, Lakshadweep. That's a very beautiful destination, Lakshadweep, Agatti Island. Book India Moving, A History of Migration. Economist Chinmay Tumbe has written this. Bye Bye Corona, first science tune book written by Pradeep Srivastava and released by Governor of Uttar Pradesh, Anandi Ben Patel. Book Jugalbandi, The BJP Before Modi, written by political scientist Vinay Satpathy. Pandemonium is the book by Tamal Bandyopadhyay, already covered. Okay, so this much knowledge you gain from this slide. Question number 33. What's the World Science Day date? So the correct answer is 10th of November. So World Science Day is 10th of November, but National Science Day is 28th February. So this is important. National Science Day may be asked in the exam. And what was the theme for World Science Day? Science for and with society in dealing with COVID-19. Question number 34. Which state topped Public Affairs Index 2020? So options are in front of you. That's a state with maximum literacy. Yes, Kerala is the correct answer. And Uttar Pradesh ended at the bottom. India Army Chief M.M. Narwane was conferred the honorary rank of General of the Nepali Army by President Vidya Devi Bhandari. Question number 35. Before moving to that, our RBI full course is already live. It's at a very affordable cost. As you know, 200 out of 300 questions in the phase 2 is descriptive now, and we will be checking your answers in the descriptive as well as providing you good mark for descriptive paper also and current topics also. Let's move to next question. 35. Who manages Rural Infrastructure Development Fund? So easy question, and the correct answer is NABARD, option B. So they have also sanctioned 8504 crore to RIDF scheme to government of Goa during 2020-21. And RFID is different, RIDF is different. RFID is used in NFC technology and RIDF is used in NABARD funds. Question number 36. Prasad scheme is related to, so this is related to tourism, and the tourism minister is Prahlad Singh Patel. The tourism Prasad, okay. It's basically for national mission on pilgrimage, rejuvenation and spiritual augmentation. So the full form is Prasad. I don't know who are the people who just create such kind of schemes. So they would be first thinking of this name Prasad, then they would be finding something like rejuvenation and augmentation. These are beautiful words. Let's move to question number 37. Who authored the book Your Best Day is Today? Now, very impactful line. And who is the writer? Yes, Anupam Kher. So Anupam Kher is the writer. And how to be a writer? Ruskin Bond. Sudha Murthy, Grandparents Bag of Stories. Okay. And recently, Jhumpa Lahiri has also written a book. So you should also know the name of Jhumpa Lahiri's book. If you know the answer, comment in the comment box. Now, the name of Anupam Kher is here. So I want to tell you a little small story, 30-second story. When Anupam Kher reached to Mumbai in the 70s, early 70s, so he saw Amitabh Bachchan in a production house. Basically, both were doing a movie together, and there was lots of heat in that particular studio. So Anupam Kher asked Amitabh Bachchan, because Kher is from Himachal Pradesh, he asked Mr. Bachchan that there is so much heat, temperature is high, how you are doing this, how are you comfortable? So Mr. Bachchan told, see, I am focused on my work, that's why I don't worry about temperature, and let me do so. So that's the impactful line by Amitabh Bachchan. But Your Best Day is Today is by Anupam Kher. Question number 38. Where is Lonar Lake situated? So again, an easy question. The Lonar Lake is situated in Maharashtra. Gorakhpur will host the International Bird Festival. Sur Sarovar in Agra has chosen as Ramsar site. National Institute of Ayurveda, Jaipur, Rajasthan. First Sandalwood Museum, Mysuru, Karnataka. First Pirul Power Project, Uttarkasi. Center for Disability Sports, Gwalior. ITRA, Institute of Teaching and Research in Ayurveda, Jamnagar, Gujarat. Statue of Peace, Pali District, Rajasthan. Okay, so this much information you gain from particular slide. You can expect 1-2 mark question in the exam from here. Question number 39. Hornbill Festival 2020 was celebrated. Now this is very favorite question of IBPS. This question is being asked from 10-12 years by IBPS, and the answer is very easy. It's those people who are from CBSE, they have done 11-12 from CBSE, they would be knowing, because the second book, I think one book was named Hornbill, and it's a bird from Nagaland. So Hornbill, Nagaland. Oil Palm Project, Chaudhary Narinder Biren Singh, Manipur. Oil Palm Project in Manipur. So recently India has banned and put some import duty on the Malaysian palm oil. That's why we are seeing a rise in the price of oil also. And this palm project is important. In the exam, this could be asked. So remember this. Pakke Tiger Reserve is at which state? So again, easy one. The answer is Arunachal Pradesh. Why I am saying easy one? Because this was in news. Tejpur Lychee of Assam got GI tag. ESIC had extended the Atal Bimit Vyakti Kalyan Yojana to June 30, 2021. So ESIC full form. Remember this. Question number 41. Who has topped the Edelgive Hurun India Philanthropy List 2020? So the correct answer is Azim Premji. Azim Premji is the first. Second, Shiv Nadar. And Joe Biden is the 46th president of the United States. So remember, 46th is Joe Biden. And second World Health Expo at Wuhan, China. Okay. Let's move to question number 42. The TPIIT produced a threshold of %% FDI under the government approval route for uploading streaming of news and current affairs through digital media. So it's 26% FDI. Basically what they mean, if LIT want to raise funding from any FDI, any foreign investment firm, so only 26% is allowed. Okay, not more than 26%. So this is the FDI limit through government approval route. What's for 74%? 74% is for insurance sector. So for insurance sector, 74% is the limit. Question number 43. Name the brand ambassador of Equitas Small Finance Bank. So the correct answer is option D, Smriti Mandhana. So options are wrong here. Smriti Mandhana is the correct answer. ESAF full form. Okay. And Virat Kohli is the brand ambassador of Wise. Sonu Sood, Punjab se state icon by ECEI. Rohit Sharma, Finance Keeper, Google backed education finance company. Finance Keeper, finance peer basically. Maya Sandu, first female president of Moldova. Who authored the novel The Archer? So the correct answer is Paulo Coelho. So he is a very important writer, Paulo Coelho, and he has written the book The Archer. The Last Queen, written by Chitra Banerjee Devakarni. Booker Prize given to Sagi Ban novel Douglas Start. Douglas Start won the Booker Prize for Sagi Ban book. And you can just remember the name Stuart. Stuart won the Booker Prize. Just remember Stuart Binney. He's a cricketer, and you will remember this. Indian origin writer Avni Tosi novel Burnt Sugar was also shortlisted, but she couldn't win. Avni Tosi. Question number 45. G20 presidency will be held by India in which year? So a tricky question, and the options are in front of you. Try to attempt this question and comment in the comment box. Done. So the correct answer is option C, 2023. This year it will be in Italy, next year Indonesia, and next year India. So remember, like 3I and then B, triple IB. So first is Italy, means Europe, Indonesia means Southeast Asia, and then India, South Asia, then Brazil. Okay. So that way you can remember this. And Modi will be attending the 15th G20 summit, which was held in Saudi Arabia. So this could be done as triple IB. Theme of this year's G20: realizing the opportunities of 21st century for all. Question number 46. Who secured the top spot as the most expensive cities in the list? It was released by EIU. So the correct answer is Hong Kong. Hong Kong was the first, and France and Zurich share the top spot as well as the list. So let's move to the next question. Question number 47. 2022 FIFA Under 17 Women's World Cup will be held in. So the correct answer is option A, India. So India will be holding the Under 17 Women's Football World Cup and Under 20 Women's World Cup in Costa Rica. ICC has postponed 2022 Women T20 World Cup till February 2023, and Qatar will be holding the official Football World Cup this year, Qatar. Let's move to question number 48. Corporate exercise between India and which countries? The correct answer is option, yes, it's Thailand. So you can see here from option D, Thailand is the correct answer. CITMEX is also exercised between India, Singapore and Thailand. This was held in Andaman Sea. Operation Thunder against wildlife crime. 49. 2021 UN Climate Change Conference, also known as COP26. What's the venue? Options are in front of you. I was taking a sip of water. The correct answer is Glasgow, United Kingdom. This is a city in Scotland, but yes, it comes under UK. So Glasgow is the right answer. India in historical technical recession. RBI signals in first ever nowcast. What's technical recession? In 2 quarters, you see the growth going negative. So India saw the growth in negative. First was minus 23.5% Q1 FY21, and second was minus 8.5%. Now what's our growth rate? 0.4% last quarter, plus 0.4%. So we are out of technical recession. RBI has appointed DAS as co-founder and co-chairman Infosys as the first chairperson of the RBIH, Reserve Bank Innovation Hub. So the answer is Chris Gopalan Krishnan. He has been appointed as the first chairperson of RBIH. Modi and PM of Bhutan, Longchen Lotus Sering, virtually launched the RuPay card. So RuPay card had been launched in multiple countries like Bahrain, UAE, Bhutan. So you should know that country name. Which bank launches Muh Band Rakho campaign to create awareness on cyber fraud? So that's again an important one. The answer is HDFC. And EVA for men, Equitas Small Finance Bank, again ESFB in news. So that has launched EVA for men, women's. Question number 52. Which airport of Uttar Pradesh will be renamed as Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram Airport? So if you are watching this Brahmastra series and if you have watched Ramayana ever, so you should know the answer. It's the Ayodhya. So the correct answer is Ayodhya. And Jallikattu, Malayali film, India's Oscar entry in the Best International Feature Film category. Question number 53. TaskMate app is launched by, so the answer is Google. International Cherry Blossom Festival, answer is Northeastern State, Meghalaya. Pilibhit Tiger Reserve, Uttar Pradesh. Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, Tamil Nadu. Hirakud Dam, Odisha. Hirakud is on Mahanadi River. Question number 55. So it's related to IWG Committee, Internal Working Group of RBI, and the committee headed by PK Mohanty. This has recommended the guarded entry of corporates into the banking space, conversion of big NBFCs into banks, and hike in promoters' stake to -% from 15%. So the correct answer is 26%. Option A is the correct answer. And you can see here also, after this, we will see banks like Jio Bank, Airtel Bank, and something like that. So that will be a good move or not? Type in the comment box. Question number 56. CapEx full form. And the correct answer is capital expenditure. It's the full form. Question number 57. DIPAM has signed an agreement with which body for asset monetization? So the correct answer is they have tied up with World Bank. DIPAM has tied up with World Bank to provide advisory services to DIPAM for asset monetization. And what's DIPAM? DIPAM is Department of Investment and Public Asset Management. Now in the Union Budget, Nirmala Sitharaman has targeted some amount for disinvestment this year. What's that amount? Do comment in the comment box. Nitish Kumar was appointed the CM of Bihar for 7th time. AI rank Supercomputer Param Siddhi has achieved 63rd rank among top 500 most powerful non-distributed computer system in the world. Daniel Medvedev has beaten the Dominic Thiem to win ATP Tour Final Tennis. Djokovic has won the recently held Australian Open. Naomi Osaka, the women winner of Australian Open. Rajiv Ram, the mixed double champion from India, but he is from America. Name India's 67th chess grandmaster. The answer is Leon Mendonca. He is from Goa, 14-year-old guy. Question number 59. World's largest floating solar plant at which dam? So the correct answer is Omkareshwar Dam. It's 600 megawatt solar energy project to be built on Omkareshwar Dam on Narmada River in Madhya Pradesh. Now you'll be thinking, why floating solar plant? See, for solar plant, land is used. Land is the huge cost element, and we have a plant in Kutch. But what happens in desert, we have lots of land, but in plain area like you say MP, Delhi, Bihar, Maharashtra, you have less area. So that's why if we use the river and dams, then we can have floating solar plant. Question number 60. This is the last question. IPPB launched a digital payment app, and the name is DakPay. DakPay is the name, and IPPB is India Post Payment Bank. So in the first part, I have covered 55 questions. In this series, I have covered 60 questions, total 110 questions covered. So tomorrow, be ready for 100 to 200 questions. I will try to cover 200 questions. So by 5th, we will cover 500 questions. So thank you for watching this particular video. If you have not enrolled yet and worried about Mission 70 Plus, so go for it. Not enough, still you can manage 60 plus score. Just go through our monthly PDFs, weekly PDFs and revision videos. And mock tests are here. In the 5-6 mocks, you will find around 400 to 500 questions, high quality questions in the mocks as well of GA. Now, if you want the PDF of this particular presentation, this particular quiz, so go to the Facebook group. The link is in the description or pinned comment, and you will get the PDF or PPT from that particular Facebook group. If you are not at Facebook group, go to our Telegram channel. Thank you for watching this particular video and keep leveraging your time. And yes, don't forget to like the video and subscribe the channel as well to never miss the next particular update from our side. Thank you for watching. God bless you all and best of luck.